that was an issue too. People would not swipe on me until they found out I was black and white. Like they thought I was like fucking Middle Eastern or some shit, and that's just racist.
Big yike.
And then I'd take photos and do art and shit. Come candle shopping with me. Yep, big fuckboy move right there.
Oh my god.
And then what's the move with 2 little lightning emojis? This is just
single, ladies. We're now in the second video where we're going to focus on part. I realized in part 0 there was one thing I forgot to explain, which is important for later. There are things called crests. They're like symbols, and they give you powers.
Oh, sweet.
That's the basic. So, for part 1, I went with the Golden Deer. So this is the Golden Deer house.
Mm-hmm.
Just for reference. You got Claude. This is Lucythia. She uses magic. Mm-hmm. This is Leonie. She wants to be your dad. She was a protege. So she was a protege of your dad, and then he left her village.
The red?
This orange head, yeah.
The redhead.
Orange.
That's what they call red, yes.
This is orange though.
My guy, that's what a ginger is.
That's like orange soda orange.
Yeah, this is orange soda
that's
orange.
That's orange
This
cream.
Ginger orange.
I'm about to slap the shit out of you. Orange head wants to be your dad.
Yes, she wants to be a mercenary.
She wants you to call her daddy.
No. Okay. This is Ignatz.
He's what?
Ignatz. He's the second son, so he can't do what he wants. He has to become
the painter.
Yeah, he wants to be a painter.
Isn't him and the other dude supposed to fuck?
No.
Stop confusing your fucking kinky
fanfics. No, Charlie, show me a video.
Okay.
What?
That's not so much. Okay, I'm just gonna skip to that character. This is Lorenz. He's a noble.
The purple-haired dude.
At one point,
his haircut's fucked.
Okay, so he
in the back.
You see how it's like long? It's shaved all around the side.
In the front, he looks fine. Around the back, he looks fucked.
Nobility
can dress however the fuck they want.
So eventually, every characters have supports with each other within your house, and the higher the support, the better they do together in combat. His support is basically telling Ignatz that he'd hire him as a knight so he can paint.
That sounds pretty gay to me.
Who's the top? Who's the bottom? Charlie, you know these people. Who's the top? Who's the bottom?
I don't know.
You should know. You know these people more than us.
But anyway, he's a
power bottom.
He basically just tries to.
Power top.
He thinks he has all these responsibilities as a noble. He just makes things worse. He's just so ignorant about things, and it's ironically so funny. He's my favorite ironic character because it's just like he doesn't know what he's doing because he's a noble, and all his interactions with people are just hilarious.
Nice.
Going back in order, this is the best character in the game.
Sir Meathead.
Yes, exactly. His name is Raphael.
Is that the guy?
Yeah. He eats a lot. He trains a lot.
Yes.
And he's nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
His interactions with these is that like, he wants to act as her big brother.
Who?
Lucythia. Yeah.
Okay.
He reminds her of.
He reminds her.
She reminds him of his sister.
Okay.
Oh, wow, so
where is his sister? Where is his sister?
His sister is living with his grandfather. His parents died because they were subbing in for Ign on a good run, like selling goods, and they got attacked by monsters, and their parents died. And he realized he's too dumb to like run the business, so he sold it so he could become a knight, so he could support his sister and his grandfather.
Okay.
Ignatz is really like sad and thinks it's his fault that his parents died. But Raphael's like, bro, it's not your fault. And so their support is them making up.
Raphael is the cool dude.
Yes. His support with Marianne.
Who is he? Blue hair.
Marianne. His support with her is that he hears her talking to birds, and he's convinced that she can talk to birds. So he wants to learn how to talk to birds, so he can talk to her more comfortably.
She definitely can't talk to birds, can she? She just thinks she can.
And so This is Marianne. She's
Blue, the blue hair.
her crest is cursed, and she thinks that she brings bad luck to people, and probably is depressed. And then you got Hilda.
All I know is from what Vic has just said that Hilda is best girl, axe bearing motherfucker that tricks dudes.
Oh, she kills the fuck out of people. And
Alright.
most of her supports are like tricking dudes and doing things for her. It's the
Oh.
ultimate scam artist.
Shout out
Those
Vic
eyes.
us for telling me this one girl is the 10 out of 10 top waifu of the game. His words, not mine. I never played this game.
Those eyes look.
Then that's
Pink Starburst. Yeah.
Pink Star.
She's lazy, but like on the battlefield, she just kills everything. Yeah, she was one of my best units.
Yandere.
I don't know
Okay,
what that
Mujik,
means.
could you not?
You know I'm right though.
Okay,
No,
so
it makes it
she's
more
not
entertaining.
there's other students that you could recruit. I wound up recruiting a couple of students by accident from other houses. I wasn't really trying to.
I accidentally wanted your support.
It's because if your levels are like high enough, they'll just join you.
Okay.
And you generally wind up with C support with everybody. C. So there's
Like the
levels-
ocean? No.
Like the letter.
Like the letter C.
Yeah. So C, B, A, F.
Okay. I know that. That. Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the map.
Crips Bloods.
You're not off. So you spend your duties as a teacher.
I'm here to duty and to duty.
Training your students, building supports with your students, building supports between the students,
I am the
and
support.
training yourself. Though training yourself was my weak point because you had to use your actions to get your students' motivations up so you could train them. But then you'd have like one or two left, so you couldn't train yourself because you had to train yourself separate.
You have to train yourself to train your students.
Yes.
You can't train your students if you ain't shit. You have to be the shit.
Part one of the game starts off decently slow.
Mhm.
You get every month you get a mission from the church. You have to go after the bandits again for the first mission. The second mission is there's a lord in the Alliance or the Fargus Kingdom. Sorry, East. The Kingdom of Fargus,
Which one's east?
right here. So the East is like Chester Alliance.
Are we the blue?
Yeah, so there's a rebellion somewhere up.
We're in the blue, but the blue.
Yes, I'm trying to get my pencil. So there's a rebellion somewhere in here. This
Where?
is not accurate. This is
On
not
the
accurate.
west? Okay.
Well,
Okay,
yes, somewhere in the west because it's the Western Church.
Charlie, you are not a professional, but in this case, you are the professional. Just do your best, and we will
Yes.
take your word for it.
And he's the adopted uncle.
Who?
The person doing Lord Lenato.
Who the fuck is that?
He's doing rebellion against the church.
Do we have pictures?
No. Don't worry about pictures right now.
Like at all?
Don't worry. There's a picture of him, pretty sure, in the game, but it's been a long time since I played this because I played that part
Okay.
before Shield came out, and I finished the game after that part. After I finished Shield.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't finish this until sometime in January, and I finished this
It's
part
February now, almost
in
March.
November. So I got to this far in November, and then I took that break. So he's doing rebellion, and he's the adopted uncle of some of the other student, and you gotta go kill him. So that's your second mission.
Who you gonna kill?
Lord Lenato.
Is he a dick?
Questionable, because, politics.
Politics can suck a dick.
This game is pretty political.
And that's why I'm not gonna play it. And that's why I'm having you explain it to me
Yes.
as best you can.
But what's important to know is now that the Western Church is starting to
West.
Western Church. So the
East.
kind of like
West?
West.
The West.
The West.
The Western Church is kind of over here.
Uh-huh.
I think there's like an Eastern Church or something like that. It's split into three, but the Central Church is the strongest. They got the school. They got all the cool people.
Oh, so it's like the Vatican.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got the Protestants over there. Then you got Orthodox over there. Yeah, we'll just say that. You got the Catholics over
Mm.
that rebellion going on. You're sent to squash it, and you meet one of the knights that has a fancy ass sword. Keep these swords in mind, because the way these swords are made are kind of fucked.
Ooh,
What swords?
we should rob them.
Things called relics.
Relics?
Yes, the
Do you sacrifice a child? What?
No.
The way you hesitated worries. The look on his face was like, kind of, but not exact. So therefore, it's terrifying. Are we still recording?
Yes, we're still recording.
Go.
I would hope. Yes, we are.
Hope so.
Are the swords like human bones?
I mean, they look very bony.
Oh, so
A
do
lot of
I.
these relics.
So do I on a good night. Ah.
No, I don't know.
Good, because if you know what I mean, you just be gone. Your code of conduct would just be the fuck out of here, and you would put a stamp in your plan, and you'd be like, I gotta go home.
I'm sorry, I'm checking my notes. I apologize.
I have to go home. You can't. Don't you yawn at me. Don't you yawn at me. I'll shit on your chest.
Oh, please.
That's a joke. Please don't
Not
do
even that,
that.
friend.
Please don't do that. That's very unsanitary. Just even eating ass is just very unsanitary. Just don't.
Now we
Yes.
all 2020.
Okay, so
It's
all right, so you get. Okay, so the next mission is that there's this giant celebration that happens in the church during that time,
Party?
and they open up the Holy Mausoleum, but then people try to
Rob
do a
it?
terrorism attack.
Oh.
And then you have to defeat those people.
Did you defeat?
Yeah, you have to. Why are you looking at me so suspiciously?
I can't. I don't know.
They have heeded their last haul.
Now things continue to escalate, and somebody gets their hand on another relic. In the Golden Deer playthrough, it's like an axe. No, it's a lance. It's a lance, like lance.
What kind? What?
You stab somebody with a lance,
Mm-hmm.
and so you have to go invade that tower and take that person out. After you defeat that person, because he does not have the crest that corresponds to the. So just keep in mind, relics, you need to have the proper crest to use it. Okay? He turns into a giant monster.
Oh, nice.
Yes. But you have to defeat that, and then you recover the relic. Then, after all of this, there's a reenactment battle. You know how we do Civil War reenactments? This is basically that. It's a Civil War reenactment between the, if you want to remember.
Seems a little too recent, but I'm not.
Yeah. It's it reenacts the battle between the Aldracian Empire and the Kingdom of Argus. It's called the War of the Eagle and the Lion. You just kind of be chilling.
Nice.
The yellow. For those of you who
You
couldn't,
still have to participate.
for the people who couldn't see what he was pointing to, he was pointing to the land Worcestershire side alliance. Saying
The land
yes,
Worcestershire.
the land. I will drop kick your jaw. Do not disrespect me. I am trying to speak this man's language. Learning languages is hard, Mujik. Okay, not everybody knows 80 languages. Just like
My
30,
son knows nicer.
which is 30 different kinds of Japanese. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The Worcestershire Empire Alliance is a neutral combatant in this. Who
But you
likes-
still have to win.
you basically just can show up and be like, "Fuck your shit. This is mine now."
Literally.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do that mock,
Mukbang.
and this is where the plot starts to pick up a little bit. As there is a village that has had this weird sickness, people magic related,
Oh.
it's natural stuff.
Well,
Like
it doesn't fucking
coronavirus.
matter. Yeah, coronavirus hit. And prayers fix. Yeah, yes. That fucking people are dying.
Okay, I skipped one thing. Before the Battle of the Eagle and the Lion, you remember that Flan?
I like flan.
You remember
Not the girl,
green
but the
hair girl?
dessert.
She goes missing.
Alexa turned on without speaking to it, and now I'm terrified. I'm
It's
terrified.
over there.
Where?
It was the pink shit. I didn't know that was an Alexa.
Wait, that thing's an Alexa? Oh.
Okay, but anyway.
Alexa turned on by itself, and you
Before
have no
that-
idea. Not to condone Alexa's household.
Probably
Okay.
just said something that sounded vaguely like Alexa. It
This
happens,
isn't Alexa.
it happens at my house a lot.
All right, look.
Why?
Because
Just unplug it.
a lot of things sound like Alexa.
Unplug your shit. This is
not-
how they will take over the. Your fucking hubris. Your hubris will destroy us all.
Amazon already owns them, who even cares? We're all Jeff
Muji.
Bezos, bitch.
Mujo. Mujo.
What's a mujo?
Mujo. I'm going to need you to take a step back and take the foot out of your ass.
Is
Take
that
the
even-
foot out of your ass, or I'll put one up there.
You asked me to do.
I asked you to do this, and you were supposed to keep us on track.
Try. Keep getting distracted.
It's not my fault. This shit.
Okay, but look, all right. So before the Battle of the Eagle
Charlie
Lion,
House's
Flan.
Flying with Miss.
Yes, and there's been rumors of this thing called, and it
Oh,
turns
no.
out that was who stole Flan.
The Death Knight?
Yes, and it turns out that one of the professors, Jaritza, was the devil. At least it's
What?
believed, but it's confirmed. Somebody
give me
who
the Jim Beam.
taught-
Hold on. Need the Jimmy. Would you be a dear and swipe from?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So you
I've opened Tinder for the first time in almost.
You-
I said, oh, good.
and you find a new girl that was also.
Oh, that sounds very sus.
So anyway,
Very
you do
sus.
the Battle of the Eagle Lion, and the village thing happens, and you get sent to investigate. Now, at the village, you see someone else who works for the church. His name-
Is it the Archbishop?
no, it's this dude named Tomas.
Do they have green hair?
No, they have orange, gray, white hair.
We went through 3 different.
I went through 3 different people.
Oh no! Let me drink this Jimmy Bean first. This is probably going to hurt worse than Jaeger, because Jaeger has a licorice scent that kind of cushions it, but at the same time, I like licorice. I smelled it and it hurt. Please continue, Charlie.
Okay, so you get there and you see Tomas, and you are like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing, Tomas?"
Tomas, what the fuck, man?
And it
That's
turns
not
out
cool.
he's
That's not very
actually- He's actually this dude named Holland. There you go. That's the right
Hold
idea.
on. Whoa.
Oh, you actually just swipe.
Stop doing that.
You told him to do it for you.
That's how.
This is a dog. Don't swipe the blade on the dog.
You know, dogs are great.
Dogs are great, but I'm not about to date a dog. It's a literal dog. It's a fucking.
Remember, Ephraim, this is a probability game. How probable is one of these girls to swipe on you?
I thought the idea is that right, you get put on lower on the board.
No.
I was told that by either one of you two. Nuh-uh.
That's what I heard. Is that not true?
I don't know. None of us know if that's how their algorithm
I mean,
works.
yeah,
realistically.
nobody really knows.
Okay, well, you just swipe right on like 40 different girls that I didn't even get a chance to look.
I was like 15.
You asked.
I asked. Yes, I asked. Okay, look. If it,
Remember, this isn't about being picky. It's about getting laid.
Fact. Fact.
you hurt my soul.
I mean, you could get your dick sucked or you don't. Like, it's very simple.
Just turn the lights off. If
Put it back over her head, you know? She might put it back over your head, you know? Like,
Charlie, please continue.
Okay, so you find out he's this Holland.
Holland?
Holland. And
Like the
he-
country?
No, Holland. Holon.
like in Pokemon.
Sure.
Hoenn.
No. That's Hoenn.
There's no R in there?
No, there's no R in either of them.
Oh! My mistake.
Holon. Holland. Okay,
Like a hole in what?
sure.
Okay.
Would it be Holland?
Maybe, I don't know.
If it was like Holland, then it would be like the country, and he said it was. So it's hole in one. He got a birdie. What's next?
He's been doing experiments on the village.
That's ethical.
Sounds
It's
like Nazi
ethical to
Germany.
them.
It's ethical to them? Did they?
No, not to the village, to the dude.
Okay, well, he's a dick.
So anyway, you confront him, the Death Knight shows up again, and you gotta defeat Holland, but as you're about to kill him, he disappears. So does the Death Knight. So, every time you think you kill the Death Knight, you don't.
Jesus Christ. Wait, how much of that did you just
Oh
drink?
my god. From like here.
Are you okay?
He's clearly not.
Alright.
Imagine it did.
It's just whiskey.
I don't like whiskey. I drink beer and soft drinks, not the hard stuff.
Dude, at home, I just drink straight, like, shitty blended whiskey from the bottom shelf
That's
all the time.
why you're fucked up in the head.
I put ice in it sometimes.
I wouldn't help here. Ah.
Okay.
Ah.
Actually, you might want to start the tears, because in the next chapter,
No. Please, no.
You asked for it. You wanted this.
you investigate these kids going missing, and it's become
Fuck the kid. They can stay missing. I can't.
Drink more of that the soda.
Come on to the rescue.
So it turns out those kids are being experimenting on by
No, not the kid.
into being turned into monsters
No, they didn't do shit.
with crest stones.
With what?
Crest stones, stones that have the power of.
Are we still recording?
And yes,
Good.
and as you are investigating and about to go talk to your dad, remember that girl that you found?
Do you still have a dad?
Yeah.
I thought he just disappears for the rest of the game.
No, he's there at the church doing stuff for him.
Oh.
He- To this whole month about your origins, your mom and stuff like that. But
You have
as
a
he's-
mom? Wild.
But as he's about to tell you about this, that girl that you saved comes out the cut.
Pudding? Flan.
No.
Not flan.
The new one. She's a redhead.
The one with flan.
Yeah, the new girl that they found.
What is their name?
I can't remember.
You were supposed to know. You were supposed to know.
Calm down. But anyway, she comes out the cut and shanks your dad.
What?
And you tried to reverse time because you have the power to reverse time.
Well,
and then
first
as
of all,
you-
you didn't establish that at any point in point.
I never told you about the girl that's living inside your body.
Oh wow.
I tried to describe it to him, but I feel like
So from the first chapter, you have this dream about meeting this little girl with green hair, and it turns out she's just been living inside.
Nice.
she's just chilling in there like
It's pretty.
it's free realistic. She's important. Like, look,
It's in the next chapter, she's
you
important.
let me live here. I do shit for
Yeah, no,
you,
but she
right?
the power to turn back time.
Are you the landlord?
Yes. So you turn back time, and now the Flame Emperor shows up and stops you from saving your dad. And your dad gets shanked again. So you see your dad get shanked twice.
Wow, what a dick.
And up until then, you've been like this emotionless stone person because your heart doesn't beat. And
What?
literally- This is explained more in the next chapter, but you don't have.
Would you? Could you get me beer? I'm not gonna try the Jimmy Bean again.
That makes sense. I am dead inside. So.
Goddamn, it's empty.
Give me a beer.
Just finish your.
This is
guava.
a soda. I don't want the soda anymore. Because this guys, he wants to kill me
You
tonight.
just drank.
He decides he wants to kill me tonight. Please, I said please.
So this is the first.
First time, are you mad?
No, you cry
Oh,
as your dad dies.
oh, are you going to kill the girl?
That's the mission of the next. I will get to it right now.
You are hurting my suspense bond.
You to you a notebook and you learn that
I have no idea.
He just stole some motherfucker's keys. So bottle.
and you learn that
Thank you, Moji.
but and your heart wasn't beating. But Lady Rhea took
Who is
You-
Lady Rhea?
the arts.
Oh.
And so she
Uh-huh.
and
Have
you
more.
came back
Enjoy yourself.
to life as
You
a baby, and you were emotionless, not crying.
You were just chilling there like, yo, what's good? I'm here
And
for
you're-
the check.
And your dad writes about how your heart doesn't beat, how you all this type of stuff,
Look, I'm just here to exist.
and how he's very suspicious of Rhea, so he causes a fire in the church. And during the fire, he says that the baby died, and then he disappears. But really, he took you and tried to hide you away from Rhea,
That's a good
which
father.
explains why when you show up, Rhea gave you the job so she could. Because reasons that I'll get to next chapter. So
you are fucking with me with the next chapter.
the next chapter is the second to last chapter.
What the fuck happened to Fly?
She's part of your class now.
Oh.
So there's some secrets about her too. There's a mission where you go with her brother to go see the grave of the mom of Setta's wife,
He's doing air quotes for those who can't fucking see.
and it turns out that Flan is actually Setta's daughter, not her, not his, and that's their mother. They're bitch of. Sedif was the green-haired guy,
Flan is the green hair girl.
the little girl. Yes.
I thought she was somebody else.
And then so now
You'll have to forgive me. I'm bad with names in general.
Yep. You go after the, and as
Yeah,
you're
the redhead.
killing, that Solon dude shows up.
Solar?
Yeah, and he takes that girl, kills her to create a giant portal, and sends you there. And now you've been banished.
Yay for sacrifices.
I need more alcohol.
But thanks to the of God and anime on your side, you merge with that little girl. You become one being. Your face.
It's just the way you said it.
This is what happens. You two become one. You literally, the cutscene is you got to touch hands like this, and then she disappears, and then you get a different colored hair.
She becomes your hair. Becomes your
And then
Wait.
What color was your hair? It was dark green. Now it's like, oh, and it glows a little bit.
Wow, this
Does
is
it glow in the dark?
This is
Kinda,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball Z
Yo,
shit.
Yo,
If I was hair that glows in the dark
Because
would be
now-
sick as fuck.
You take your relic sword that you got from a previous chapter of that
Uh-huh.
dimension. It was the sword of Nemesis.
Yeah, fuck the nemesis. We're here to fuck up.
Yeah,
Your
explain
Deku and
Nemesis.
Super Saiyan God mode.
Yeah, but anyway, so you take that sword, which
Y'all are fucking me up in ways you don't understand.
was, you know, a relic like that other sword, but you know, you could swing it and like it pops out. You can, like whip people with a sword.
What the fuck are you
He
talking
takes-
about?
Sword.
The sword.
Yes, you have a special sword.
I have a
relic
sword.
When you have
Yes.
a kink and it translates to battle.
and like it can go out.
Is
Like-
like
Yeah, kind of like a whip
Okay.
sword, but he
They,
uses it to cut through, which he's not supposed to be able to do. And he comes back and says, "I am here with the power of God and anime. And I'm going to kill you now." But Solo is, "Not today, bitch," and disappears.
what?
My body. My
So now you
body.
You've learned. You've merged with God, because Sophis is the actual God, Seros, and you can control time, and you have the relic sword of a hero that nobody thought you could use, but
Who
you have the
is
crest
fuck-
of flames.
The guy. What is the guy's name?
The guy's name. That was the name of the guy who welded the sword. He had flames. Your
Oh.
name is.
I know Byleth. Motherfucking Smash. Yeah.
I know his name. Yes, Nemesis. Oh, is he actually the hero?
Soul.
Solon.
Who's that?
That was he belonged to an organization called Those Who Slip in the Dark.
Is he? Is he the guy you're fighting or no?
He's the guy you're fighting.
Can we see a picture of him?
Yes, I can show you a picture. I'm not going to put it up on this. I'm just going to show you a picture.
Why wouldn't you show a picture on that?
Because they can look him up.
But that
Okay. It's just easier if I
just do whatever. I just need to know what this motherfucker.
Ooh, that's ugly motherfucker right there.
He's that's an 8 head. Get the fuck a 5, 6, or 7. That's an 8 head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's damn near a 9 head. Damn,
That
look
nigga
at
look
that.
like Kagi. So
My guy.
Oh yeah, so this was the girl's.
He looked
true
like he
form.
got 8,000 IQ. Who the fuck is that?
That was the girl's true form.
Big titty.
That's big. Yeah, they got big titties.
I
But
big titty.
I can't remember what her name, but she in her human form she's white and has like red hair, like red hair.
okay, in here she looks like fucking orange and cream
Yes.
soda with like big titty. Big titty anime girls. Just saying that right now.
So
Mujik, do you agree? Big titty anime girls make the world go round.
Yes.
Nick?
Big titty real life girls make the world go round.
so basically,
Okay,
what
big titties
both do.
big titties matter. Yes.
you've learned that
Big titties
you
matter.
were the emotionless child that
Small
heart
titties
doesn't
matter
beat.
too.
Small titties matter too. Yes.
You have the crest of flames, which only
Any titty,
All
whether you're as
titties
pointy
matter.
as a snow
All titties are
or
matter.
as round as a bowling ball. What matters is your soul. If you are kind,
That's
you
a lie.
are
No, it doesn't.
wait, I'ma beat your ass. Shut the fuck up. Yes, your looks matter, but also your soul. You may look good, but if you're a fucking asshole, then you get shit.
That's a lie. I get a lot of ass.
You know what? I give up. I give up. I throw in the wife like me. You win. Assholes get
But
the
we haven't
pussy.
even got
Assholes get
Chapter
the
11.
pussy.
chapter 11.
What
is
do you
where
mean?
everything-
What do you mean? How dare you
We're
stop me?
almost done with part 1.
What? I thought we were on like part 5.
From chapter 11, part
Nah,
1.
bro, this has more fucking chapters than Trapped in the Closet. You know, like
The same amount, actually.
really.
Yes, 22. 22.
That was meant to be.
So, right now, you know, your dad is dead. Your mom is
You're Batman.
you.
You're Batman. You are not the Batman of this world.
You've merged with God.
Okay, that's not Batman.
You have the power of time.
Still not
You
Batman.
have a sword that belongs to the hero of the past.
Okay,
and
maybe
his
Batman.
crest.
Maybe Batman.
And there's been activity by the Flame Emperor as you enter into chapter 11.
Okay, I would say that's maybe Batman.
And you want to guess who the Flame Emperor is?
Batman. Not the Joker.
It's Edelgard.
I don't know what that is.
Remember that?
Anal
With the
guard.
right in the red from the
Anal
red?
guard.
Anal?
Yeah, shout out Anal Beats. What?
Anal?
Anal guard.
Anal.
Edelgard.
Red?
Edelgard.
Red
Anal guard.
Red anal guard. That's just the butt plug. My guy, I can't see shit. Oh,
Edelgard.
Edge.
Edelgard.
Edge. That's what you gotta say.
She's been the Flame Emperor this whole time,
What the fuck?
working against the church.
What? What's the flame?
The Flame is with those who live in the dark in order to take down the church and begin a between the church and the Aldrich. As you're about to kill her on behalf of Rhea, she disappears.
Rhea?
Yes, Rhea, the Archbishop. The Archbishop is like, kill that bitch. I don't care if she was a student, kill her right now. She against the church, kill her. All heretic.
This is in the yellow playthrough.
Huh?
This is the yellow playthrough.
The yellow, blue, and
So all of these. make
chapters
you
1 through 12 are the same for every
Okay,
single class.
so this is either way. You are fighting. Is that you? Does
You
she
find
wear
out at the
like
end.
red? Like what the fuck?
Okay,
You
find
so
out
you-
she got the yams.
You got a hand?
at the end of the fight. You find out it's her, and Rhea's like, kill her now.
Who is that?
It'll-
No. Fire Lord.
The Flame Emperor, yes.
The
Flame
Fire
Emperor is
Lord was
her.
I? From Adventures, Avatar. You press the. Okay, she's the Fire Lord.
Yes, she's the.
Fire Lord.
And so, as you're about to kill her, she disappears, goes back to Eldreshi, and that's where she declares war on the church.
She poof.
Yes.
She poofs. She's like,
She's
psych,
been
bitch,
using-
you thought. And then just like, now I make a
She's-
proper declaration war against the church.
Yeah, she's been using the past 11 months to learn about and sabotage the church in order to declare war.
So even if you were her teacher, you would still fight.
Well, if you chose the black and have a specific level of support for Edelgard, you can join her in fighting against the church. And
Oh. I don't want to kill.
if you want to kill us, you go with blue lines, the church, the yellow people.
Is that in order?
Who you calling y'all?
Alright, for those of you who don't. So
The
as
yellow
such, he
house.
takes very much offense to that, and he is
Look,
Give me money. Give me reparations. I want.
he just wants a big titty on his son to
oh
make
look,
him feel better.
okay. My personal opinion. Is
That's what I was thinking too.
I get to that towards the end.
My idea was that the only minority in the game is probably
But-
decent.
Here's
And you know what?
Here's where
My
we'll end with part
intuition
one.
ended up being right.
okay. So here's
This is fuck. We're still on part
the.
one.
Well, no, we're about to wrap it up. And the Empire invades the church. You,
Which empire?
Right.
Red.
the Red
Empire.
invades the church.
Yes.
It invades every. Okay, it's
Ev-
trying to reclaim
Every
the-
church, everywhere.
It's trying to reclaim the. But it's
Oh.
invading Garrick Mox to start.
Yeah.
So it's you, your students,
Mm.
Sedith and Flan,
Ah.
and Rhea making and Knights of Saros making their last stand again. And after you win they start calling in airstrikes and
you have airstrikes?
magical airstrikes and stuff like that.
Fuck. Do you have chemical warfare?
Yeah.
What do you use as chemical warfare? Because that is a big tide in UN consequences.
I always saw that like Magic Village thing as like a chemical warfare thing.
I don't know what that means.
The previous chapter where they were experimenting.
Okay, so that's the development of chemical warfare.
Yeah,
Did they ever?
they were
Chemical
basically
warfare.
trying to make people into beasts.
They were trying to, but were they any way successful? Any weaponizing?
They have a beast that they use against you to invade the church.
Okay, so they have
as-
somewhat,
which is relevant because as the beasts are approaching, guess what Rhea turned into?
Which one's right here?
Rhea's Archbishop.
Don't talk. Which one's Archbishop?
Archbishop Rhea was. Remember, I showed
Green
you-
hair.
Green hair.
Green hair, but the mother, not the daughter.
She's not. Yeah, she's not.
I
the
know
mother,
they're not the daughter, but like you got yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. The other
Guess what she turns into?
a cockatrice.
A giant fucking dragon
Nice. Yo.
to fight
What?
them off. But you distract her and you wind up disappearing for 5 years, and that's how part. You
Oh.
disappear for 5 years.
Is that the time?
Yes, we're gonna get to the time skip, but I'm just gonna. Here's what you got to remember for part 1. You have a god inside of you, and you bonded with her. into
Oh,
one
are
person.
you friends?
Yeah, I guess you could say.
What are you friends, lovers? Like, what are you?
I would say that it's more like I didn't ask for this.
But you're making the best of a situation.
Yes.
Okay. So would you say you're more acquaintances?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You're
Yeah,
getting
like
to
you
know
each
each
other.
other. You're getting to
But
know
now
each
you're
other.
bond-
She like a town.
But now you're
you
bonded
rotate.
into one. You know you have the relic, you have the which are those of Nemesis. You know that Rhea is a dragon, and after this battle, she goes missing.
I have a question.
Yes,
She was a dragon to begin with.
she was.
She was a dragon that turned.
But
Or was she a human that turned dragon?
she's a god.
Fuck.
That gods are typically dragons, and they can go between dragon and human as long as they keep doing it regularly.
Okay.
If they don't, they can get stuck as humans or they can get stuck as dragons, and that's a hint about those other 2 green-haired people.
Oh, so they stuck as flan.
Yes.
They're stuck as a Latino dessert.
As with the church, there's 4 saints. They're 2 of the saints.
Really?
Yes.
Do they know this?
Yes, they know that.
Do other people know this? Okay.
You run into one of the you can run into the 2 other saints, but they're stuck in the dragon. And like they have
So Flan is stuck as a girl, and her dad, who was thought to be her brother, but it's actually her dad,
and is her dad in like sainthood.
Is her dad
Yes.
is stuck as a human, but the mother-looking character, who is not actually her
Is
mother,
actually named Heroes.
is named Seros, is still able to turn between dragon and human.
Yes. And
Is
she
she
made a
the-
church for herself.
She made a church for herself. Seems conceited. So she's the assuming the only one that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's what closer.
Archbishop